This Fukushima thing is terrible. It's awful for the people there. There's many reasons why it should have been avoided, both in terms of the initial design. It's a 1960s design, 3 reactors put into service 1971, 1973, 1974. It's an early generation 2 type design, and the emergency plans were quite weak, and the actual execution in the situation was quite weak. The actual effect is clearly going to be very negative. Now, if you compare it to the amount that coal's killed per kilowatt hour, or natural gas, blows up neighborhoods every once in a while, it's way, way less. And it tends to come in these big events like 25 years ago, Chernobyl, 31 years ago, 3 Mile Island, and now Fukushima. And so it's more visible, and it needs to be improved. Those designs, they never could simulate. They couldn't simulate what would happen. They couldn't simulate the disaster. And the beauty in almost every realm that you'll talk about at this conference is that software simulation changes the game. We sit there and take, there's this funny company, TerraPower, which is a thing that Nathan Myhrvold and I have spun out of his invention group, Intellectual Ventures. And it's a new nuclear design, which on paper is quite amazing. On paper, it's a lot easier to do these things. But when I say on paper, I really mean in a supercomputer where we simulate everything. And so we can simulate Richter 10 earthquake. We simulate 70-foot waves coming into these things. Very cool. And we basically say no human should ever be required to do anything, because if you judge by Chernobyl and Fukushima, the human element is not on your side. Even if all you have to do is circulate a little bit of water over something, a storage pool of spent fuel, all you have to do is keep it underwater. You don't even have to circulate. And yet, because of a variety of things, that turned out to be difficult. So you've got to design something that humans just don't have to be involved in. So it has real potential. It doesn't move at the speed of semiconductors, so the best case is that by 2020, one of these will get built, and then by 2030, you could have hundreds of them. And then, if it's really as economic as we say, and of course, it is CO2 free. That's the easiest part. Then it starts to make a big impact.